Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring you another video reading. Let me put the disclaimer on it and say sometimes I'll say divine feminine and I mean divine masculine. Sometimes I'll say divine masculine and I mean divine feminine. Um, this is a timeless reading, so it could have already happened, could be happening now, could happen in the future. This can be a manifestation reading, so you could use this reading to manifest something that you want to bring into the 3D and into your life. Um, so you can claim this reading as your own and bring the things that I'm talking about in this reading into your life. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Um, this reading may be for you, it may not be for you. I would say take use the terms as they apply. Um, and of course, if you'd like to work with me on twin flame things, on trauma, on family things, couples things, attracting love, success, abundance, wealth, all these things into your life, peace, more patience, more kindness into your life, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below. I'd be happy to um, connect with you to see if we would be a good fit to work together. Um, if I leave something out, probably will say it later on in this reading, but the information that I get is from the Spirit, from God. It's not from anywhere else. I don't use any tarot cards or anything like that. It comes from um, God, basically. Um, all right, so let me just go in. So, one thing that I have been thinking about lately has been, I mean, the heat has been really something, and it's, taken a toll on a lot of us. Um, and we got to make sure that we're taking care of our bodies, our minds, and spirits, and every part of us so that we don't get hurt or we're not injured or sick or anything from this because this heat wave is just, it's been something. In a couple of days, it's supposed to break, but for some parts of the country, it's just been really unbearably hot. Um, and so we got to take care of ourselves, stay hydrated, and remember um, to eat what you need to eat. What was coming up for me a few minutes ago, and also, of course, to drink what you need to drink. But what was coming up for me was feeling like this impatience, like you can't wait. You can't wait to eat. You can't wait to drink. You can't, it feels like deprived, maybe is the word that I'm looking for. Maybe the divine masculine, um, or your divine feminine. It depends on your situation, but maybe divine masculine feels like he can't wait to be with you, to hold you, to touch you, to see you, and cuddle you, and all that stuff. And maybe he hasn't seen you, haven't seen him in a while, and it's hard for him to stay away, but maybe part of him is staying away for some reason. Like recently, what's been coming up is things from the past for a lot of us as twin flames, um, and a lot of people in general, I would say. But I would say, especially for twin flames. But I think those things that have been coming up from the past is because we need to release them and be healed of them. And some of it is not ours, some of it is ours, but some of it is like a family origin story or like the myth or whatever. And we don't have to live out that reality. We don't have to suffer through those things. We don't have to do those things. The curse can be broken. That time can be done for us. Um, I see a coin that's a penny that's heads up. It's usually what they say is, good fortune when you find a coin heads up. So it could be that some success is coming your way, wealth, abundance, love. You can be attracting in a lot of great things right now. And it might be even overwhelming or maybe unbelievable for you to think that all these things are coming your way. You might be moving soon. I have the feeling that I'm going to be moving soon. Um, and it'll be an interesting experience. I'm trying not to do too much except just let God guide me on this path and in this process. It's just sometimes difficult because it is, we can get impatient and we can think that, you know, it's not going to happen, but that's not true. We just sometimes have to take our time with things and they can come a lot faster than we expected. But sometimes, if we need to take our time, we think it's never going to happen, but it's not true. We need to be tracking our progress and seeing that we are moving along and making progress. It just sometimes takes us a little more time, which is okay. I think some of us lately have gotten ambitious. It's important for us to keep things in perspective lately, to make sure that even though you have big dreams, you go after them. You also don't want to be, uh, the word is, you don't want to be trying to go after fantasy. Anything is possible. However, I think in your own um, experience what's possible, what's not. Like, will you be the king of whatever, England 150,000 years ago? No, maybe not. But you can focus on getting into a leadership role that you're in right now. Maybe you have your own business and you are in a leadership role and you want to take on more, maybe you want to continue to expand and build more businesses, and maybe you want to be able to supervise more people and guide more people to develop success and develop businesses. Maybe you want to do be on the board of some board of directors or something. That might be for someone. There might be a lot of things that you're able to do. Something that came up for me, which is interesting, and we'll see where it goes, is I was thinking about um, mergers and acquisitions, is what I'll say. And I'll probably just add a short video later to talk about this dream that I had. But um, divine masculine might be craving you and might be impatient about getting to see you or spend time with you or something like that. But they might be holding on to something that they feel like you did to them in the past that was wrong and they got hurt by it. But I think it's important for everyone to think about other people's perspectives too, things that happened to them. Like, what did you do to what did you do to the person for the person to respond the way that they did? And if you're being honest and you're not lying about it, then you know that you contributed to the situation. Or if you didn't and it just doesn't make sense, then you know the type of person that you're dealing with. Maybe that's not the best person to deal with. But you have to consider, again, I was talking about communication. Things get lost in translation. When they do, people misunderstand you, you misunderstand them, and you need to know um, that sometimes it takes a simple conversation, or whether it's in person or phone, to try to clear things up. But not having the conversation or not being willing to communicate, it can't. I don't. It's really difficult for you to be able to sort things out and come to an understanding on things. So divine masculine might be, like I said, impatient. You might also be impatient. Um, divine feminine or divine masculine could be in this position where they're impatient and they're like, "Come on, I want it now. I want it now," and it's tough because maybe there might be a little bit of a delay, but it will be worth it if there's a delay. Um, Something else that came up for me was music lately and the importance of songs to express things. One song that came up recently was Faith Evans' old school song. The lyrics say, I love you, I need you, you're the one that I live for. I can't take it anymore. I love you, I need you. What can I do to make you see? You're the only one for me. If you give me just another chance, I can show you love. Promise I'll be true. You don't have to worry, because I'm gonna treat you right. So those are the lyrics, some of the lyrics that came up. There's another song that came up too. Right now it's coming up is Can I Come Over? The old school song by Aaliyah. I'm not that far. Just grab my bag and I'm headed to the car. Person saying they just want to see you. Um, they don't really have a lot to say, they just want to hold you. So this might be divine masculine or divine feminine saying this to you. They want to see you, they want to hold you, they want to touch you, they just want to be with you. They don't really have a lot to say. So that could be a part of what's going on with both of you. Um, Continue, I would say, glowing up, watch, read, listen to things that are inspiring, encouraging. Know that sometimes people are saying things to you to discourage you because, frankly, we talk about spiritual warfare. People are just sometimes doing demonic things and they need to cut it out. Um, but God handles these things. It's just a shame that people continue to show who they are. It's really sad. But yeah, yeah, it's unfortunate, but um, sometimes that's the way it goes. I would say something that came up is giving. So, there's this law that that I can't say exactly word for word, but what I'm talking to is the law of increasing returns. That when you put something out there, it's like tithing, that you might get it back 1,000-fold, 100-fold, tenfold, but you'll get back so much more than you put out there. So for one, divine masculine, divine feminine might be both, that you might be thinking, I'm giving so much to this, I'm giving so much of myself. I feel like, what am I getting in return? But the thing is, for one thing, of course, there should be equal give and take. Now, I don't want anything to be like a transactional relationship where I feel like, I don't know, it feels kind of slimy to me, to be honest. But no, to to give what you want to do is to give to each other, not worry about like you're not counting, okay, this person gave this, so I'll give that, and that probably equals up to the same amount, and not that. But it should be you give 100% to the relationship. They give 100% to the relationship, and together you have like a, a million percent, whatever. But the thing is, it multiplies. So when you give, just know that your partner is going to give you back. It's just you believing that they're going to give you. So don't just shy away from giving just because you feel like cheated, because that person may be planning to give you millions of dollars. You just never know. But they want to see, well, what will happen if you're just giving and you feel like, what's coming back to me? Maybe they have different definitions of giving and things like that, but they might be planning to give you this huge gift, and what they want to do is know that you'll invest in them, and you're not always looking for them to do something. But on the other side of it, I would say just be open to the possibility that while you think that you're testing a person, they think that you're trying to take advantage of them. So consider an alternative perspective to your own, is what I would say. And that is I would say, a big theme. Consider alternative perspectives. Because again, while you're thinking that, oh, I'm testing this person, I want to see if they'll just give me, you would feel like someone's using you or taking advantage of you if someone was doing that to you. Don't test. There will be enough things that come up, experiences that you'll have together, and you'll know what kind of partner that you have. You don't have to do that. You don't have to be deceptive. You don't have to hide things or try to be sneaky. The truth is coming out. You don't have to look for it. Drake's song came up. I wasn't looking for your secrets. They just came to me. Just be mindful of that you cannot extract the truth with lies, and you cannot pull lies with the truth. So just keep these things in mind. Again, watch, read, listen to, consume things that are going to lift you up, help you. Um, don't Communication was huge this week. So just continue to remember and focus on communication because it's so important. Um, and know that it affects everything we are, everything that we do, the way that we could connect with each other, and all of that. If we don't have good communication, it's not going to be a good thing. Um, and and the two of you need to be open to communicating, expressing yourselves, explaining yourselves if you need to, and not accusing the other person of being dumb or, not having common sense or whatever, because you can't expect people to be a mind reader. And if you do, and you expect everyone to have psychic abilities, you should also come to the table and display your mind reading ability and your psychic ability. And don't be wrong. That's all I'm saying, because people sometimes get things wrong, sometimes misunderstand, and you need to be understanding and give grace because you need grace. Um, all right, so I'm signing off. Don't let others discourage you with their, trying to do things, because you're glowing up, you're looking great, you're feeling great, you're reversing your age and all that stuff, and people get upset with you because they're not doing that. They're not doing things that you're doing. Um, they're not able to do the time dilation thing, and doing things in a fraction of the time that they would normally do them, and it's upsetting for them sometimes. So just consider, you know, continue to do things. Surround yourself with people and things that will encourage and support you. Want to bring another reading soon. As always, I say happy lightning fast manifesting, and I'm going to talk to y'all soon. All right, love y'all. Bye for now.